Hello all, this is Dr. Dheeraj Masapu, and in this video what I am going to tell is some of the success stories of people doctors who actually started their side hustles is what I am going to show you. So this is Dr. Pranay Parikh, who has made near to $1 billion in real estate business. So it is totally possible, right? But he has done in USA. So why I am showing that is you can do in India also. And there is Dr. Pal, you must have seen him. He's a gastroenterologist. Even he is based in USA, but he has developed a very good following in YouTube, and he runs a wellness program you're seeing here. So actually people enroll for this. Some amount of money they would charge here, and you can their speaking engagement, brand collaborations and all that he would be doing. So some sources are saying that he would be earning millions of dollars in all these things, but he's giving all that for charity. That's a different subject. And there are people who are actually doing their own courses like this. There are certain doctors. This doctor actually, Bhavana Kera, has her own MRCOG course, who trains the gynecologists and OBG people in passing this MRCOG examination. So these kind of courses actually click when you actually focus on niche courses for NSRIS, EDAC and EDIC for intensivists, MRCOG, MRCP. So you can actually start such kind of courses. So why I'm doing this video is, I have done a video previously elaborating all different types of side hustles actually doctors can do. If you have not watched it, please watch it before watching this video, because here I am going to actually tell you the advantages the doctors have in doing all the side hustles. The first advantage is that, for example, if you are going to a real estate business, okay, then the banks actually believe you. Banks trust you, because when they lend money, what do banks see? Basically see whether a person can repay the money or not. See, in that situation, doctors actually come in top tier for them, okay, because they see something called credit score. They see last ITR returns for last 2 to 3 years, and they see the professional qualification proofs, Form 16. Everything would be perfect for doctors, and they also know that doctors would actually repay the amount. Okay, so that is the reason the banks are ready to give you loans. So you should actually go to banks, lend the money and invest them in real estate. Real estate is not about buying one luxury 3.5 or 4 BHK apartment and staying in that. Real estate business is investing in either real estate outside in layout properties you can actually buy, or invest in some kind of 2 or 3 storied building and give it for platforms like Zolo, Rentmozo. So many platforms are there. If you have a property in a good area, they would actually take over and they would run it, and they would give you profits. So like this, or you can actually build your own 1 BHKs. There is one of my friend who has built so many 1 BHKs and has given for rent. In all these ways, you can actually generate a lot of money. Since banks are giving to you, utilize that and build. So this will be a kind of alternative way you can generate income. Okay, and before going into other ways, actually I will tell you why I'm doing this video. So actually it's not about money, it is about what why I'm doing these videos is, if doctors are only focused particularly on their core specialty, what happens is only 30% of doctors will succeed in the pyramid model. 60% or 70% would not succeed. That is totally acceptable, because that is how the system runs. So if you are putting all your eggs only into your career and then succeeding, in the sense what I mean is, succeeding means earning about 5 to 10 lakh rupees. Okay, others would actually, everyone would be surviving, but 1.5 to 3 lakhs they would earn. Okay, if you're okay with that, totally, I don't have any issues with that. But being a doctor, I feel you have studied and invested so much of effort, discipline you have put to reach some level, right? So for that, I'm doing this video. So basically, what I'm trying to tell is, rather than putting all your eggs into one basket, what you do is you focus on your career from 8 to 4:30 or 5 o'clock. After that, you can invest some 1-2 hours on these kind of side hustles. Okay, sometimes you can hire people and actually do these things. So when you do these kind of things, this will also grow. This will take some time. So Dr. Pranay wouldn't have built the real estate empire in 1-2 years. No, it would have taken 5 to 10 years. So in a 5 to 10 year period, even this will grow if you focus on one thing, and your career also will grow. In the process, what happens is, you don't have to actually put all your effort into career, beat the competition and go into the toxic kind of a situation. Rather than that, you can coolly take your career in that way. Since you're cool, even that will grow. And the second way, if you actually do this side hustle with some kind of a discipline and some kind of effort, and persistently if you do, this also will grow over a period of 10 years. So in 10-year period, both your career and side hustle both would grow. and then we are doing trading or something. If you're telling, I don't recommend all that. The side hustles which I am telling are the ones which really grow. See, traders actually, they release the statistics. They're saying that I think 20,000 people in the whole India actually made more than 1 lakh. Why do you want, that is like 0.1 or 0.01%, I don't know. So basically, why do you want to bet something on a 0.1% success rather than that? This real estate and in long term investment, easily 30 to 40% chances are there that you can succeed, or more than that. So in a long term investing, you will surely succeed. So let us go. So real estate part I already covered, and so what I recommend is not apartments. Apartments I am really feeling in metros and other places overproduction is happening. So what might happen in future is, now it might look that you're putting in money and you're getting back the money. If it is 10 years back, I would have recommended that, but now overproduction is happening. So buying a site outskirts is better, but there is always a problem of litigation and all that. So that property lawyers are there, take their advice and go to genuine areas. Second thing is building a whole unit. If you are buying for 5 to 6 crores with a good loan, and then you can give that for kind of agency, and you can make money. So the second thing is coming to your mentoring and teaching and all that. So basically what happens is, doctors have a unique advantage. One, the people follow doctors because of the trust. Second, students follow doctors. So both, one area you have to choose. For example, if you want to actually build a course on diabetes or gut health, like how Paul is doing, so that is a different story. You have to build your presence in the internet through some kind of a YouTube videos or Instagram videos. Once you reach a critical volume of audience, then you can start your program like this, and people will enroll. In the way, you can actually help people, and they will also get benefited, you will also get benefited. So if you're doing in your expertise, then NMC wouldn't have an issue. NMC will have an issue only when you actually put patient testimonials outside. NMC rules and regulations are there, you can go through that. Or when you actually use social media and you're buying the followers, is what they are really concerned about. Or you're paying money to Google and getting your name to the top of the list, or best doctor, best cardiologist, best this is what they're actually telling not to do. If you're genuinely building your audience organically, they don't have any issue. Okay. And the third thing is students. A lot of students are waiting for some good mentoring actually. So in your area, for example, if you're a gynecologist or a pediatrician, if you actually talk about your area, what are the different career aspects, and then if you build a critical volume of people following you, no need to build some 50,000, 1 lakh people, even 500,000 pediatricians or students are following you. Make a small course for them for MRCPH or something which helps growing their career. You will actually make a good side hustle over a period of 5 years. That will compound. And I know one of some people actually in intensive care mainly, they have their own education platforms where they're making good amount of money. So in this way actually you can actually use your unfair advantage, and not unfair advantage, it is more like the advantage the doctors have is that when people follow and students also follow, you have to take one side. You can't do both, you have to choose one side and do it. Okay, in that way it will work out. And for example, for general public is Dr. Pal only. There is no better example. So there are sources saying that he'll earn in crores, but let us not go into all those details. Okay. And I always tell that there are so many ways, there are so many paid telegram channels, there are only paid newsletters, and all these things are there actually, different ways. Little bit you have to understand technology on how to do it. Beehive is a platform for newsletter. I always tell, if you don't want to expose yourself in videos, you can actually write. There is actually Dr. Pranay Parikh also runs a newsletter where a lot of people actually follow him on how to actually do real estate deals and all that. Even there he would be making some amount of money. There are some radiologists who are running their newsletters about different cases and helping the doctors, helping the students, and actually developing their skills in radiology interpretations. And I think one of the doctor has around 2,000 paid subscribers and is making 6 lakhs per month. That is another example. Okay. And in my previous video on Dr. Side Hustles, I covered about ghostwriting and brand building on social media, investing in healthcare startups, renting and all that. You can please watch that video. I don't want to repeat all that. Okay, this intention of this video is to get some interest in you to do something different in your free time rather than sitting and watching TV and scrolling the reels and all that. So that is the main intention behind this video. Otherwise, I think 10 different ways I explained in that particular video. Link I'll put in the description. You can see that video also. And so to close the video, what I would like to tell is you already built credibility and knowledge. And as a doctor, you have a lot of discipline and a lot of perseverance and grit you have. Use that and build some side hustle so that it will help other people and it will help you also. And eventually you don't have to stress yourself in your career, even that will also grow. So that is the main intention behind doing this video. Okay, so get ready for the second impact, okay, soon. And if you want mentoring by me, and if you want to know something about all these things, because I know a little bit about all these things I've touched in different areas, there is a link for mentoring in the description. You can take the mentoring program. I think almost like 20 people I'm mentoring now. Another 5 people I can take, and after that I'll shut down the program. And for 3 years, no more mentoring, because these 25 people I want to actually mentor for 3 years. I'll show you guys how they are different from you. Okay, reason I'm telling is it's not that I am some Superman or something I'm going to do, but having some kind of monitoring. If you feel that somebody is actually watching what you're doing, if you feel that somebody is actually there to listen to what you tell and he'll give some advice to you and all that, your brain works in a different way. You start thinking in a different way. You actually try to do something so that somebody is actually seeing, because see, your family, your relatives and your friends are not really concerned about your growth. Rather, actually some of your relatives and some of your competitors would want you to fail, but a mentor will always want you to succeed. So if somebody is watching your back, then what happens is guidance you will get, and also you'll have some motivation to do something. So these 25 people whom I'm mentoring will become totally different. At least 20 of them would become surely different, because some attrition would always be there. No, everybody cannot follow what I tell. So that is the thing. So 20 people are already over. So 5 more slots are there. After that, I'll shut down the program. I'll remove the link in all the videos after that, so that nobody can actually enroll. So thank you guys. Thank you for following the video till the end, and with your encouragement only I'm able to do this work along with my hectic clinical work, and having I have to take care of my family and so many other things. So since you're watching the videos more, I'm actually able to do these kind of videos more. And please click on the subscribe button, because if more people are subscribing, what happens is we can actually invite bigger people now. So if the channel is in lakhs, it's very easy for me to actually call some big guys for podcast. If the channel is only some 20-30,000, if I have to call some big guy, they would see how many people are following this guy. So please subscribe to the channel, and then what happens is I'll get you the best guys in India for podcasts, and then you will actually ask them very, very practical questions. And the guys which I am going to get are not some common people. I'll get people who are entrepreneurs after becoming doctors, who actually did something, and then who have built their clinics, built hospitals, built polychains, franchises, built big hospitals. So those kind of guys I want to actually get, or doctor entering startup. So such kind of people I would get in my videos in future, so that you actually learn from them. And in future, if they're interested, I might connect you to them, so that they will mentor you, and in their free time, if they really agree for that. So that is the plan in future. So all these things are possible only when we are big. Okay, make me big, so I will make you big. So that's the plan. So thank you guys. So thank you for following video till now. Roger that.